5 years ago, I was in my senior year of college. I was graduating in 2 months. I told myself that once I graduate, I would never go back to school again. I despised homework, and I shuddered at the thought of studying for another test. I think it's fair to say, I wasn't exactly the best student in those 16 years. There was, however, one class my senior year of college that I really enjoyed. ASL, or American Sign Language class. The other students didn't like the professor very much, but I liked her in the class a lot. She was strict, which is an attribute of a professor that my classmates and I were not used to. She'd make us study a lot and expected a lot out of us. I felt it appropriate looking at my schedule at the time, that this class would be my last ever, come graduation time. Spring break was right around the corner, and my classmates and I shared our plans. For the first time in all my years of college, this would be the first time I actually had plans. Some classmates of mine were going to Cabo, others to Madrid. Me, my girlfriend at the time, and I had an affection for Santa Cruz. We booked our hotel and cemented our plans. ASL was an evening class, and we were all anxious to go about our spring break right afterwards on my last day of school. Halfway through learning how to give directions in sign language, our professor looked at her phone and said, "Oh, looks like class is over." Before long, we all got the same email. Classes are canceled indefinitely due to COVID-19, or as we called it back then, the coronavirus. As we all walked out of the building and made our way to Virginia Street, my friend from that class, a tall, lanky Caucasian fellow with glasses, said to me, "I wouldn't worry. This is just a PR stunt by the university." I looked back at my school. The gray clouds covered the sky. It did not appear ominous to me at the time, only in retrospect. I never went back. None of us did. Graduation ceremonies were postponed indefinitely. I lost my tutoring job that I had at the time. The hotel in Santa Cruz refunded me a week later. I didn't even have to ask them for one. It's been 5 years since my last day at school. Sometimes I wonder if my girlfriend would still be with me if we made it to Santa Cruz. I never ended up learning how to give directions in sign language, so I didn't know how to tell her to come back home. 5 years later, I found directions somehow else. I'm a teacher now, and I help students to find directions in their own lives. Teaching graduating students, I make sure they have the best last day at school. No gray clouds, but a roar like the crashing waves on the Santa Cruz shores.